well, and the young man, she ran to go second. I think there's a lot of good things in this young this Blue U. She's one that's really straight in her top line and level out of her hip. We get in on this one, she's really square out of her shoulder, in terms of her muscle shape and design. Probably just a little jammed up for me. She's shorter sided, she's smaller stature, she wants to run downhill a little bit. If we can get her to run the right way, extend her out in all directions, I think she can probably give that brother a run for her money. Just to me, I'd like to change her in terms of her design, especially for the front third of her skeleton. One that's kind of like her. Excuse me. There's this type of turns, the young man's mother here in third. There's one that's again square back, long term one side. That U-Lamb has got some muscle shape and some power and some rib in her. Probably just a little softer to the touch, not quite as trim and fresh with the handling as those two that go ahead and start this class. The still purple ribbon wearing my mind off a high quality sheet in a really tough class. Then we get into a pair of leathers that are pretty similar in terms of their type of line. Gator trained, longer body leathers that are really good in, again, in terms of production and meat muscle. I like that. The leather is probably just a little up on the shoulders for most depends. The next leather that comes is probably a little longer neck. You can flip them if you really want to. Open up sheep that comes next. Love the rib shape, love the easy feeding look. A little off on her hip, a little off on his hind leg set, probably just a little soft on the and then you tone him up a little bit. Young man, I told you here to round out the class. Really tough class of sheep, and this one's probably towards the top end of some other classes we've seen so far. There's a shapely sheep again that's got some good trim. We just step off to the side of him, his balance isn't quite as nice. Wants to open up at his shoulder, maybe get a little flat right through his forehead compared to some of those other sheep. But again, a high quality one to round out a really tough class. Let's get them all the balls.
Class 6, our winner is Baldwin Willis, receiving a purple. The reserve goes to Jandy Nowhere, receiving a purple. In third place, also receiving a purple, is Aiden Johnson. Others receiving blues there, we have Paige McCoy, Kate Whip, Cameron McCoy, and Camden Whip. Remaining now is Class 7. Leading off, we have Jesse Johnson-Whitty, followed by Jandy Nowhere. And we have Paige McCoy, Jesse Johnson-Whitty, and Riley Nowhere. Class number 7 are Market Lambs.
Big muscles in the leather that wins this class here. This dude's ripped up. Love the way he opens up at the top side of his shoulder. The square edge he has across his rack and maintains back to his loin, and especially out of his hip is really impressive. Just love the meat animal shape that dude has. you only step off to the side of him. Again, whether the sky won't cooperate really well, where he surfaces himself, especially from weather a second, just his exotic look and his trendy design. He's a little shallow underground over his rib cage, just a little better and fresher on the bottom side of the skeleton. Really interesting sheep to go ahead and start this particular drive. Like the look and the balance and the design and everything is weather here in a second. Again, a powerfully made, muscled up sheep that's good in terms of his balance and his look. Probably a little quicker in terms of his maturity pattern. Not as tall from under, not as long as fine. I think, we just step back and analyze him, as we alluded to. On the bottom side of his skeleton, a little softer middle, a little softer chested. Try to tighten him up and just see him be a little more exotic and correct on the bottom side of the skeleton. He's still an awful lot of quality in that particular sheep. Young man, there's shooting young ladies, weather here that comes next. There's one again that's got some shape and some product. Sure like that one, just see the yield and the potential that it has. Muscle shape, really good. Just doesn't balance it quite as nice. You can see higher in terms of his top line, and he's shorter in terms of his hip and his hind leg set, especially compared to the two others that win. Next one is the biggest frame, probably the biggest frame in this particular class. I sure love his extra performance, extra extension. He's all filmed and alongside it. Still maintains some grip into his center body and some good feedability. And the young man's done a good job with him getting fat here for the fair. Just doesn't have the power, doesn't have the extra muscle shape as those three sheep that go ahead of him. And then wide chested when they come out of the class. Young lady's got a sheep that opens up and gives you a good center body and rib. Just from there back, he's making it back. He runs out of power. Wants to peek out of his hip and gets flat out of his own leg. Good class of sheep again. Really cool one to start this particular drive. Let's give those fathers over as well. Nice round of applause.
Results in Class 7. Our winner is Riley Nowhere, receiving a purple. Also, purple Shandy Nowhere as a reserve. Others receiving blues, Jesse Johnson Whitty, and 2 entries, and Paige McGraw. Coming in now, we have Class 8 for Market Labs. Leading off, we have Paige McCoy, followed by Stevie Willis, Cody Meyer, and Jesse John Whitty. Class number 8. Your sheep today, and they just keep coming. And Lane's here with us last time, they just stop getting cropped up just like that. He is as good as any as we've seen in terms of his look and his design, and it's the quality exudes from front to rear. I'm going to stop and get in on him, and boy, that dude is opened up. The top side of his skeleton is big and raw
square, maintains that width all the way back across his 1 inch and out of his hip. That's his main advantage, especially to land in second. I think is right from the way he hooks up from his mid rib back across his 1 and out of his hip. Super powerful, super square. When we put him in motion, he's really sit correct to get on his feet, legs, hold himself together. Really, really nice place to go ahead and start this particular heavier weight class. Then Landon's here in a second. There's one again that opens up with a lot of power, a lot of shape. Probably not quite as expressive, probably not quite as crazy muscle as one of the men, but certainly more than adequate. Lots of look, lots of quality. That guy, one thing we need to change, just like that young lady grabbed him right there. He gets a little high and tight in terms of his spine. He can level him out from there back across his 1 inch. I think we could really have a player and have a really fun pair of good lands and win this particular class. Just need to change it on the top side of his skeleton. Young lady here is going to be the third, another high performing, high fidelity sheep. Lots of meat, lots of muscle in that guy. I sure appreciate that. As we can see, there doesn't have like that despite the look and this development design as of choosing to win this class. And the young man's going to round out the class again. He's been a busy boy today. Brings us another good sheep here. He's done a tremendous job feeding. Big rib, provides chest of sheep. He's got some shape and some product. Again, probably just see a little more bone work, a little more stoutness and ruggedness, especially get right behind it. Travis did a good job though. Let's give him and those other kids that for a nice round of applause.
Alright, results of Class A. Our class winner is Kylie Meyer, seating in purple. And the reserve goes to seating Wamos in purple. Others receiving blues, Paige McCoy and Jesse Johnson-Witters. Coming in next is our final class of market lambs. These weigh between 150 and 181. Leading off, we have Riley Nowhere, followed by Lydia Forsyth, Brooke Burns, and Adam Johnson. This is our last class, class 9 of market lambs. type sheep, and this is trimmed correctly in his composition. Feature handles really good handles. Young lady's bluish feather here in the middle of the ring. Be the first to tell you, he's got a firm and long body. He maybe just doesn't balance up perfectly from the side to some of the other sheep we've seen today. And sure like to redesign him on the bottom side of his skeleton. See his rear flank match up a little nicer in the way he holds his chest forward. But all things considered in this class, there's a quality sheep that's got a good handle. Needs to go ahead and win this particular class. The lady in second's got another bigger frame, longer bodied sheep, but I think in this middle paired Venus has the advantage in terms of cuttability. It's a little fresher in terms of his handle, beefier and bolderness in terms of his shape, and also expression down his top, and especially across his lower edge and out of his hip. Interesting sheep here in third. There's one that's kind of low fronted, maybe just a little squatty looking, just looks a little soft. Not surprising to get it on it. This young lady's lamb is a little trimmer, probably just a little fresher than it looks from the outside looking in. Still though, we just need to see it a little taller fronted, a little more extended, and maybe just a shade more expression, especially behind the second.
Back across his arm edge down to his hip. Young man's got a bigger frame, longer body. Going to go next. For a bigger frame, longer body shape, he still has some shape, some expression, some muscle. We can appreciate him for his carcass qualities, no doubt. Maybe a little off in terms of his hands. There's the one that this particular class we get in on him. He's getting this a little soft in terms of his handle and just a little spongy on. It's just like ever so slightly. Good class. Appreciate those 5 exhibitors. Feed their names hard. Let's give them a nice round of applause.
In that last class, class number 9, all receiving purples. Our class winner is Riley Nowhere, and the reserve is Brooke Burns. Number 2 receiving purples, we have Lydia Forsythe and Adam Johnson. Now we will bring back all our class winners in the Market Land Division. We should have 9 champions and 9 reserves to pick an overall Grand and Reserve Champion Market Land. Okay, coming to show right now are champions in each of the classes. Out of class 1, we have James Wally. Class 2, James Wally. Out of class 3, we have Chandy Nowhere. Class 4, Riley Nowhere. Class 5, Also Rally Nowhere. Class 6, Kobe Wellness. Out of Class 7, we have Rally Nowhere again. Class 8, Connie Meyer. And Class 9, Rally Nowhere. These are class winners in the Marketland division. Bringing our reserves out, Class 1, we have James Wall. Class 2, Heritage Longacre. Our reserve in Class 3, Lydia Forsyth. Class 4, Owen Wright. Class 5, Kate Whip. Out of Class 6, Jandy Nowhere. Class 7, Jandy Nowhere also. Class 8, Steve Willis, and Class 9, Brooke Burns. Those are our reserves.
Once again, really, really happy with our first and second place class winners here in our Market Lamb show. Had a really, really good breeding young show this morning, and definitely the Market Lamb exhibitors didn't let us down at all because they brought the heat, brought the quality class after class, and 9 classes of really good sheep. So my compliments to everybody that exhibited Market Lamb here this afternoon. Let's just take a quick moment and put our hands together for everybody that showed the sheep here this morning. Tremendous quality and things certainly my pleasure to work through them and evaluating and work with the youngsters. I'm not going to talk to every single sheep in this lineup, but I think there's different kinds of sheep and enough good sheep out here that we can just kind of highlight a few of them, and I definitely kind of punch around my thinking as we just step back and analyze them. In there, in class 3, and that's kind of where the heat started for me in this particular division. There's the first one that hit the ring really today with the extra quality and just muscle shape and width and body design that we're talking about in this Market Lamb show. He's probably got a bright future down the road. When we read him today, he's probably not in contention for me, but I'm sure I can just talk about him. Probably a little lower fronted, just a little quick in terms of his design, the way he opens up in his shoulder, not here straining through his chest forward to that bottom portion of his skeleton as the lens is standing behind him. As we said, when they kicked it off with some really, really high quality parts and pieces, I'm sure wanted to give him some information. Right behind him is awful interesting to me. He's probably the one that's, we're getting just to the edge where we're going to call him, acceptable in terms of market weight and where we're looking to be. And that dude is kind of going up there and he's not really wanting to cooperate with that young lady. That guy is awfully good. All the way, especially compared to that man right in front of him, he's built from the bottom side of his skeleton. From his navel forward, it's really tight in terms of his chest floor. It's really round and tucked up in his rib, and I like that about him. When he wants to cooperate with that young lady, he runs uphill, gives us really nice look. Again, really opens up with a lot of power and shape and just the animal quality that we're looking for. We can get nitpicky on him, again, maybe not as big and extended quite as I'm sure I'll just see him. He wants to, again, not cooperate real well, and that makes him get pretty tight in the top of his spine there, right in the middle of his back. Make sure like him just to relax and get more comfortable with the ring and just showing himself off a little nicer. An awful lot of good quality parts and pieces in that guy. Next one right behind him, the Blue Weather, again, just in terms of lines and balance and design, awfully good. Probably doesn't power up with the muscle of the sheep on the other side of him. And again, we just read him through his forehead and his lower rib cage. It probably doesn't open up as far as brown and his with the curve of his rib cage. Just like to see him a little bolder coming right at you, but certainly good in terms of his look and quality design. Next sheep coming around again there. This one that in this particular class again didn't want to cooperate all the best for that young lady, but in that particular class there was a nice thing was moving there. That pair, he was the one that was more extended. Bringing out to this lineup, I think that certainly holds true. He's tall fronted, he's long and pretty about his front 1/3 of his skeleton, good on the bottom side of his skeleton as well. I like the way his blade tucks into his shoulder well, and he's good in the trim in terms of his handle on the bottom side of his skeleton. And maybe as being moved to in class, he's not the most rhythmic muscle I've seen. Certainly more than adequate to me, but if we get our hands on him, I'd like to see him with just a little more firmness and freshness, I guess, in terms of his touch, especially right out of the back of his shoulder blade, compared to those 2 lanes that stand right behind him in the lineup. One I think is awfully good as well. The young lady's done a nice job with. Young man coming out of the next class, there's one of the 2 big muscle sheep. That dude is ripped. From his shoulder, big, huge, square groin edge, and that guy maintains it full and fresh all the way back to his hip. Spin set's really good. His lower leg is really good. He's one of those sheep, again, that gives us a nice exotic look when we get off to the side of him. He's not as tucked up in terms of his chest floor as a couple of those other ones, but the way his rib reads and the way his parallel lines reads, I think he's really good. I like his feet and legs. Again, one that doesn't want to cooperate at the best at all times. Give you the perfect look. A lot of good parts and pieces there. Young lady out of the next class again, that's the other big muscle sheep, I guess, and we talked about those 140-pound sheep. Definitely put a lot of good things together for me in terms of his muscle shape and just the expression that he had, his round rib, and just the body design that he has. And then we step off to the side of him, he's so impressive. He's correct on his feet and legs, he's correct in his lines. This guy, whether he's starting, young lady's got him set up, or whether he's going around the ring, he's always running like that. I love the way he maintains some elevation at his shoulder. He's always strong and correct in terms of his spine and his top line. He holds together really strong from his midsection back. He's square and powerful, long and level out of his hip. And I think that That sheep for his weight and his maturity pattern does a really good job of putting a lot of nice pieces together and still holding himself together really firm and fresh and sharp at the end. And now that last class we got the blue lamb that kind of rounded out those heavyweights, and that was the one that was just the firmest and freshest in terms of his handle on some bigger, softer type sheep. He was one that gave us a really firm, fresh handle. And this particular line, maybe a little off in terms of his balance, but still a high quality sheep nonetheless. Had a lot of fun to work with these kids and work through their sheep and evaluate them. I guess there's a pair to me that kind of sorts themselves at the top. I'll show you the ones I like. If you will, one more time, put your hands together for these kiddos. Give them a nice round of applause.
Congratulations to our overall grand champion market lamb, Connie Meyer. She will receive a banner sponsored by Craig and Kathy Harris of Shenandoah. And our overall reserve grand champion goes to Riley Nowhere. She will receive a banner sponsored by Miracle Showlands. We're going to bring in our pen of threes now, and we'll follow that with our showmanship contest, starting with our seniors, followed by intermediates and our juniors. Pen of threes, please bring your lambs to the show arena, please. Senior showman, we will start with you in the showmanship contest, so please be getting your animals ready. Senior showman, follow here with the pen of 3 selection.
Class here, a lot of fun to sort through and to see kind of the type and kind of sheep that the kids have shown throughout the day. It's always interesting because certain families and certain kids just kind of have a certain type and kind, whether that's kind of raised or kind of got or whatever. So it's always nice to be able to put them together and stack them up in the 3 and just bring them here and show them off against each other. I think all these kids have done a tremendous job throughout the day. We're going to give them all purple ribbons. Other places from top to bottom, we're just going to pick out our champion reserve. I think it's fairly close. There's a lot of good things about him. Get him in over here in the corner. He's got 3. They're probably some lighter weight type sheep. Again, they're all consistent in terms of type and time. They're starting to come to some muscle shape, getting them where they need to be in terms of some finish and to take it to ground. Big, powerful sheep out of that next group there. And I appreciate those for the product and the grid and the body. They all the ladies done a nice job feeding those. They probably don't pair up and match up quite as nice as a couple other ones here in terms of size and kind and just height. Maybe not the peas and plot if you will, but also a good sheep nonetheless. Same with the young lady there in the middle of the ring. You can see it through the stem back. They're maybe not quite as uniform in terms of their frontal end weight and just their overall size and stature. They're sheep that have some muscle structure. Young ladies done a good job feeding them. And then down there in the corner, there's 3 that I think fit together pretty good. I remember those sheep as they came through the ring today and they're kind of right in the hunt. Those are sheep that open up right behind their shoulder blade with some real power and product and just good high cutability sheep that are going to be able to bring some money and take some product to the well for that young man. And then over here along the far rail again, big ended, big top type sheep. Maybe not perfectly, one in the middle or maybe just a little bit off in terms of her final weight and this overall stature, but sure love the width, the structure, and the rib shape and the body design and how that young man's got them fed and got them fair. So again, my congratulations to all these exhibitors. Young man down there in the corner, you're going to have champion. Let's give him a nice round of applause. And then the young man over here along the far wall of the reserve. Good class here. Let's give them all a good round of applause. Okay, our champion pen of 3 is shown by Camden Whip. Group received a banner sponsored by Kenneth Palsey family of Blanchard. And our reserve champion pen of 3 is Caden Whip. And he will receive a banner sponsored by Mike and Amy Warren's family of Newmarket. So congratulations to those two. We're ready now for our senior showman, so please head to the show arena. Senior showman, come to the show arena. been a long day. I know the sheep are getting tired. These kids probably are too. So, I got to thank these kids for taking the time to come back out here and showmanship. Shows a lot of, just willingness and just fortitude. And, like I said, it's hot and you're hot, the sheep are hot, but come back out here and show against your buddies, your peers, and kind of just show off your skills. I think it shows a lot just about your dedication and your effort to your project. So my compliments to all 4 of these kids for just taking the time to do it and putting in the time and hard work. I just want to talk about the Indian Championship. If you notice, I'm not walking around asking the kids a bunch of questions. To me, it's not a quiz ball. It's about the time, about the hard work you put in at home, and hopefully that pays off when you come to the show because your animal's prepped and you're prepped and there's muscle memory and just the time you do put in working on them, and hopefully those things, put you in a situation when you're asked to make a choice in the show ring and hopefully you're well prepared for it. So thank all these kids again, have done a good job throughout the day. There's maybe one of them I think that just sorts herself to the top every time they get into the situation they had to make a choice. More times than not, they probably made a better choice and just presentation and was always on point. Anytime I turn around, they got their lane presented to the best of their ability. So again, all these kids have done a great job throughout the day. I really appreciate them coming back here. If you would please put your hands together for all these senior showmen. I'll allow the select your first and third. Okay, congratulations to our senior showman winners. Each of these will receive a plaque sponsored by Woody and Tracy Gugner. Colby Columbus is our champion senior showman. Reserve goes to Adam Johnson, and third place winner is Caden Whip. We're ready for our intermediate showman. Please come into the show arena, please. Intermediate showman. Before we finish up here, let's give Noel Lawrence, our judge today, a big hand for coming down and judging our show. Thank you, sir. I want to thank all the help up here, the royalty. of these 5 kids in our intermediate showmanship, and they've all done a good job throughout the day. But I think even everybody around ringside can probably tell there's a pair of them that do a really good job and have done an exceptional job throughout the day. And so we just kind of flip things up a little bit and swap limbs on them. As I talked about earlier in the senior showmanship, all your hard work at home pays off when you come to the show and setting up your limb and doing what you ask it to do and how it reacts and how it performs for you is one thing. To me, if we just switch up some limbs that you've never seen or touched before, there's a whole other thing. How can you handle somebody else's limb? Life's full of adversities. Day to day, you never know what's going to happen, and things will pop up, and you just have to deal with problems. And it's not always about being the strongest or most courageous. You definitely have to have that. But if you've ever showed sheep before, you know you can't bully one around. And just because you can be stronger than one and push it and pull it and tug on it, that's not going to get you the result you might need. So a lot of times, patience and just being able to analyze the situation and read the situation gets you a lot farther down the road than just trying to bully your way through life. So not trying to give anybody a life lesson, just trying to throw these kids a little adversity and see how they reacted. And I think they all did a really good job. As I alluded to, I think there's a pair of them for me that have maybe just done a little bit more throughout the day, and we can probably see they probably had a little more experience, maybe been to a show or 2 more in their lifetime. So again, really fun to go through this group of kids. They've all done a really good job. I'll go out and select your top 3, but if you would please one more time, put your hands together and give them all a nice round of applause. Congratulations to all our intermediate showmen, but our champion here received a plaque once again by Woody and Tracy Goodnet. Our champion intermediate showman, Ronnie Nowhere. Our reserve is Kylie Meyer, and 3rd place, Aiden Johnson. Junior showman, we'll need you in the show arena. Junior showman, head to the show arena, please. Once again, I want to thank our day sponsor. You see the banner at the north end of the show arena. I want to thank Page County Farm Bureau. Looking ahead a little bit, at 2 o'clock we will have our feeder calf show right here in the show arena. So if you're looking for something to do this afternoon, right here in the show arena we'll have the feeder calf show. Well, once again, as we get our last class today, we're really encouraged and enthused to see this many juniors come back out. Shows a lot just in terms, again, of their dedication to their project and their commitment to the sheep industry and what they like to do, what they enjoy, and showing off their skills and competing with their friends. I think, again, not just the 5 minutes we spend in the ring here are important, but to me, it's about what you've done throughout the day. And each one of these kids has done the best they could throughout the day. And I kind of vividly remember each one coming in and out of the ring. And I think there's 2 or 3 of them that maybe again sort themselves to the top. You can just see in the especially as we talked about earlier in the GOAT show, in our junior showmanship division, we're not just expecting perfection on these kids. It's not a test. It's not that they have to pass some sort of thing, or if they do something wrong, they're going to harp on it for it. Because it's as we said, it's a learning experience, and every time you come through the ring, hopefully you can pick up something and keep in your memory bank for the next time you come to the ring. Hopefully it can help you out of a situation, or help you get through a situation. So that being said, I think there's 2 or 3 that do a tremendously good job. You can tell they've probably put in a lot of work and done the things right at home, and they're just may have a little more edge to them, just a little sharper, a little crisper in the way we do things, just a little more rapid in the way we get our sheep set up. And every time I turn around or give them a look, their sheep's always set up to the best of their ability. They're not waiting for the guy in front of them to set their legs. They're not waiting on the ring and come out. They're getting their job done. They know how themselves. So, again, my compliments to them because they've all done a good job. If you would please, once more time, put your hands together for all these kids. Also, if you would put your hands together for everybody that showed the sheep today. It was a really good show, a lot of sheep, and it was certainly my pleasure to be here. And thank these guys up here at the front that kept the sheep show running good. And my compliments to Woody and Dalton for helping me out here in the ring. That's always helpful to have a good crew, and just been a lot of fun for me to be here, work through your sheep show, a lot of good sheep. Tremendously good set of kids you guys have here. Y'all be proud. Nice little fair you got. So one more time, if you would please put your hands together for everybody involved in the sheep and goat show today. How about select your change room reserve room?